we are negotiating at a bargaining table, but whether or not they actually give in to those demands is going to depend on how powerful we are and how collected we are. So for example, if we have a large strike and we're able to shut down the university for days, that's going to make the administration give in to our demands. However, if they intimidate us and they try to convince graduate students that there might be repercussions for striking, that there might be repercussions for signing a letter to the dean, then graduate students might be less likely to act collectively, and that will then give us less power and them more power. And so that's why I would think that intimidation is happening, because they're going to try to scare graduate students from actually participating in these type of collective actions that we're organizing.
We're striking over intimidation today and not over our bargaining process, but certainly the contract demands are on our mind, which are things like, higher wages that were competitive with like institutions, but also so that we can make a living wage. We currently make far below what a living wage is in Alameda County, and we actually took a pay cut last bargaining process. We're also bargaining over things like health care, better dependent care, better protections for student parents, including child care reimbursement, lactation stations for moms. We're also bargaining over giving undocumented graduate students and undergrads the ability to work on campus.
Intimidation, discrimination against, and harassment and violence against international students and immigrant students on this campus. The most extreme, of course, instance of that recently is actually the hiring of Janet Napolitano. We're fired up! Can't take it no more! We're fired up! Can't take it no more! We're fired up! Can't take it no more! We're fired up! Can't take it no more!
The Faculty Association is heartened by the fact that the President's Office has this academic year, settled contract negotiations with 2 other large unions, and we're hoping that a new constructive spirit of labour relations will be brought to bear on these contract negotiations too.
These kinds of intimidation, these kinds of police harassment, but also other things that we face. People being told to take leaves when you're pregnant instead of getting actual leave benefits to actually withdraw from the university. So it's all this kind of stuff that everyday forms of intimidation, harassment, discrimination that we put up with as graduate students, as students at this university, and as workers at this university, and it's pretty normal to us. What we're doing today is actually taking one of those and saying, no, we're going to actually fight back, we're going to actually take collective action and say, you can't do this. You can't do this